Dear students, let's discuss the second chapter, microorganism, friend and foe. Microorganisms are the tiny living things. They are so small in size. They are not visible to the naked eye. There may be millions, billions of microbes are present just in a small space. Then how can we recognize it? How can we say microorganisms are present without seeing it? We have to see it, no? Yes, we can see the microorganisms only through the microscope. Then who introduced the microscope? What is it? Let us see. Robert Hooke introduced the microscope in the year 1665. He developed a crude microscope. Then where it exists, where the microorganisms are exist, everywhere. Microorganisms are exist everywhere in the world. It may be present in water, soil, air, forest, desert, hot spring, even inside your body, inside your stomach, in your mouth, in your hand. Everywhere microorganisms are present. Then the study of microorganisms is called microbiology. Let us study in detail about microorganism, kinds of microorganisms and all. There are mainly 5 types of microorganisms. See, microorganisms in short we can say microbes. So microorganisms are both same. Microorganisms are of 5 types. It is divided, mainly classified into 5 types: bacteria, virus, fungi, algae, and protozoa. Let us study one by one. See, bacteria are single celled. Single celled means unicellular. Let us see what is unicellular and what is multicellular first, then we study about bacteria. We know that cell is the basic structural and functional unit of living organism. In simple way, I'll make you to understand. Suppose if you consider a wall made up of so many bricks, we can say one brick is one unit, one basic unit. So number of bricks together to form a wall. Similarly, number of cells are together to form a organism. So here one brick is the smallest thing. So number of bricks together to form a wall. In the same way, in the organisms, number of cells. Cell is the basic unit. Number of cells together to form a organism. So some of the organisms will be having only one cell. Some of the organisms will be having many cells. Let us see what is it. See, the organisms which are having many cells are called multicellular organisms. The organisms which are having only one cell is called unicellular organisms. So, bacteria is a unicellular, means it is having only one cell. Yes, bacteria are unicellular organisms. They may be found in colonies, means they may be found in groups. Bacteria are of different shapes. It is in different shapes, and according to that, it is named cocci, bacilli, vibrio, spirilia. If the bacteria is in spherical shape or ball shape, then we can say it is cocci. If the bacteria is in rod shape, then it is bacilli. If the bacteria is in spiral shape or a coiled shape, then it is spirilia. If the bacteria is in comma shape, what we write no full stop comma, so that comma shape, then it is vibrio. Then who observed the bacteria for the first time? Here is a scientist. He was a scientist. Anton van Leeuwenhoek was the first person to observe the bacteria under magnifying lens. Now let us study about the second type of microorganism, virus. Virus. The word virus derived from a Latin word. The meaning of virus is poison. Virus is so small, we can see the virus only through the compound microscope. We cannot see the virus through a simple microscope. How we can see the bacteria? In the same way, we cannot see the virus in the simple microscope. So it requires a compound microscope. And one special thing about the virus is we cannot say that virus is a living being or virus is a non-living being because it lie border between the living and non-living, because it is inactive when outside of the living organism. When it is present outside the living organism, it acts like inactive, it acts like a non-living thing. But when it enters any living organism, it will be active and starts multiplying. It shows the characters of living objects. So, virus is something between living and non-living. Now, let us see about virus. Virus are the parasites. Parasites means what? Means it lives in or on the organism for their nourishment. So, virus should be present inside the living organism or on the living organism for their nourishment. So, viruses are called parasites. Viruses are live in host. What is host then? The organisms in which virus live is called host. Suppose virus live in the bacteria, then bacteria is called the host. Now let us see about bacteriophage. What is this bacteriophage? See, the word phage comes from a Latin word phagus, means eater. So bacteriophage means bacteria eater. In simple words, virus that live in bacteria is called bacteriophage. So bacteriophage is not a name of a bacteria. It is a name of an organism which live in the bacteria. So virus which live in the bacteria is called bacteriophage. Almost all viruses are dangerous. Means it is harmful. The harmful microorganisms are called pathogens. What actually pathogens means? Disease causing microbes are called pathogens. So whether it may be a bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa or virus. If it is dangerous, if it is harmful, then we can say it is a pathogen. So virus is a pathogenic. Now let us study some of the viral diseases. You heard about HIV virus causing AIDS disease. AIDS, polio, chickenpox, influenza, even common cold, and nowadays what the coronavirus, the disease called COVID-19. So these are the some of the viral diseases. These are the dangerous diseases. Common cold will be a very lighter one, but AIDS, polio cause a serious problem to a human being. The study of virus is called virology. Let's discuss about protozoa. Protozoa is a simple unicellular animal microbe. It is heterotrophic. Heterotrophic means it depends on the other organism for food. Like we depend on the plants for food. So, protozoa is a heterotrophic. They are mostly aquatic. They usually found in water. Example for protozoa are amoeba, euglena, paramecium, plasmodium, and many more. So, amoeba, it is the most simple protozoan. It is called the first animal. We can draw the amoeba very easily because it is not having a definite shape. It is an indefinite shape. Anyhow, however you draw the amoeba picture, it will be correct because it is not having a definite shape. Paramecium, usually it is in slipper shape. And plasmodium. Malaria is caused due to plasmodium. The protozoa plasmodium live in the mosquito, and when the mosquito bite to us, a plasmodium enters our body and causes a malaria